16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from the challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
So out come the Rams down for their first possession.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Now Jones. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This throw to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing, Jones. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone this way on this drive, but they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's Jones to throw on third down.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Jones.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second and 1 from the 2.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That was the third.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Looking to throw. Jones.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
Touchdown, Rams.
Chris Godwin
with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. This one out quickly to Watkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That nigga going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mix it up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. It's Mixon on the counter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Jones on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there, keeping the toes in bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Gotta go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go. Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Jones. That's caught again by Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Completed out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here we go. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To the air again, Burrow. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and running to make it 21-17. Just 4 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Burrow going for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. This red zone is where the Seahawks crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks take back over. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Holding, offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
In motion left is Beckham. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayo Odengbo able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Fights through him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in.
And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
You know, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's what really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down. Wind up incomplete.
I guess they figured with a guy who is that high downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even if that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. But then some pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready?
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Throwing Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that run. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And a little gain that time as it's going to be with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. The ball comes out, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again, and he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line, and
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Staring them in the face is the need to go 97 yards. No easy task as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jones. Finding Schultz. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Jones, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Connecting with Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. That brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is Jones. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And quite a few plays they might look back on. So we really have hurt ourselves today as another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it, Nestor.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile,
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you dealing in the best, go to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real suck like my